So, well, today we will start a new topic of this matrices, and topic is linear and orthogonal transformations. So, what is linear transformation? What is orthogonal transformations? So, today we will discuss these two concepts. So, linear transformation. In general, the relation y is equal to ax. In general, the relation y is equal to ax. This y is equal to ax is the compact form of simultaneous equations. Okay. So, that one is the matrix form of simultaneous equations. So, in general, the relation y is equal to ax, where y is equal to y1 y2 up to yn, a is equal to a1 b1 c1 k1, a2 b2 c2 k2, an bn cn kn, and x is equal to x1 x2 and so on xn. Okay. Give linear transformation from n variables x1 x2 xn to the variables y1 y2 yn. Okay. So, this type of relation y is equal to ax, this type of relation is nothing but known as linear transformation. Linear transformations, that is the transformation of the vector x, x means x1 x2 xn, to the vector y, y means y1 y2 yn. So, we have already discussed in previous slides, previous presentation, what is vector x, what is vector y. Okay. So, the relation y is equal to ax is the transformation of the vector x to the vector y, and this transformation is called linear. Why? Why this transformation is called linear? Because this transformation satisfies two fundamental conditions of linear property. Okay. So, this transformation is called linear because the linear relations a x1 plus x2 is equal to a x1 plus a x2. This equality holds good for this transformation. And second one is a bx is equal to b ax, a bx is equal to b ax hold for this transformation. So, due to these two properties, this transformation is called linear. Okay. Next definition, what is singular and non-singular transformation? We know this term singular matrix. When determinant A is equal to 0, then that matrix is known as singular matrix. Similarly, if determinant A is not equal to 0, then matrix is said to be non-singular, right. But here we define what is singular transformation and what is non-singular transformation. So, if the transformations matrix A, if the transformation matrix A is singular, A is basically coefficient matrix. Okay. If you write simultaneous equations, right, then coefficient matrix is coefficients of equations, coefficients of x1, x2, xn, right. So, if the transformation matrix A is singular, then the transformation is said to be singular. Okay. Then the transformation is said to be singular. So, transformation is said to be singular if this matrix, transformation matrix A is singular. Okay. Otherwise, non-singular matrix. And for non-singular matrix, for non-singular transformation y is equal to ax, we can also write the inverse transformation x is equal to a inverse y. Reason is, when we say that this transformation is non-singular transformation, this means that this A matrix is non-singular, and when A matrix is non-singular, this means determinant A is not equal to 0, and when determinant A is not equal to 0, this means we can find inverse of A. Okay. So, when we have given non-singular transformation, then we can also write the inverse transformation x is equal to A inverse y, and a non-singular transformation is also called, remember, regular transformation, regular transformation. Okay. So, a non-singular transformation is called irregular transformation. Clear? तो अगर इस टाइप की प्रॉब्लम आ जाए, show that the given transformation is regular transformation, this means that you have to show that that transformation is non-singular transformation. This means you have to show that the matrix A, determinant of matrix A is not equal to 0. Okay. Now, next definition, what is orthogonal transformation? What is orthogonal transformation? Orthogonal transformation means normal to each other or perpendicular to each other. Okay. So, the linear transformation y is equal to ax, this transformation where we know y is this, a is this, x is this. This one is the coefficient matrix, y is y1, y2, yn, x is x1, x2, xn. Now, this linear transformation is said to be orthogonal, if it transforms this member to this member. If it transforms y1 square plus y2 square plus and so on plus yn square into x1 square plus x2 square plus and so on plus xn square. तो ये बेसिकली क्या है? ये बेसिकली एक मैट्रिक्स है having one row and one column. And the other way we can write simple y1 square plus y2 square and so on plus yn square into this x1 square plus x2 square plus and so on plus xn square. This one is also a matrix having one row and one column. Clear? So, this linear transformation is said to be orthogonal if it transforms this into this. Clear? This one is the orthogonal transformation. And the matrix A of this orthogonal transformation, is called orthogonal matrix. So, we have already discussed this term orthogonal matrix, and you know that a square matrix is said to be orthogonal if A dash is equal to I. A dash is equal to I. वो जो डेफिनेशन है A dash is equal to I, बेसिकली वो इस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन से ही बनती है. ओके, लेट अस सी नाउ x dash x, calculate x dash x. X is x1 x2 xn and x dash is x1 x2 xn. X dash means transpose of x is equal to, so this one is 1 into n and this one is n into 1. Clear? So, product is 1 into 1. So, basically this one is a matrix having one row and one column. So, x dash x is equal to x1 square plus y2 square plus and so on plus xn square. Similarly, y dash y, calculate on the same way. Y dash y is y1 square plus y2 square plus and so on yn square. This means this one is a matrix having single row and single column. Clear? Now, if y is equal to ax is orthogonal transformation, ax is an orthogonal transformation, then by definition it transforms from this to this. This means x dash x is equal to x1 square plus x2 square plus and so on plus xn square is equal to, by definition, y1 square plus y2 square plus y3 square and so on yn square. And this result is y dash y. So, what is y? Y is ax. Okay? So, y is ax and dash as it is and ax. And ax dash ax, this means ax dash is x dash a dash and ax as it is. Clear? And now this can be written like this, x dash a x. Clear? And this result is equal to this result, only possible if a dash a is equal to I. Okay? So, which is possible only if a dash a is equal to I. Clear? So, but we know that a inverse a is equal to I, therefore, a dash is equal to a inverse. Okay? A dash is equal to a inverse. Clear? For an orthogonal transformation. Clear? So, this a dash a is equal to I. So, a dash is equal to a inverse. So, here basically a dash, okay? Here a dash a is equal to I. Therefore, a dash is equal to a inverse for an orthogonal transformation. तो ये जो orthogonal transformation की जो definition है, okay? A square matrix is said to be orthogonal if a dash is equal to I. In other words, a dash is equal to a inverse. Okay. So, hence a square matrix A is said to be orthogonal if A dash is equal to A dash A is equal to I. Clear? So, this all about transformations. Okay. Now, we have three important results related to orthogonal matrix, orthogonal transformation. Okay. So, if A is orthogonal, then show that A dash and A inverse are also orthogonal. Okay. Since A is orthogonal, this means by definition A dash is equal to I. Taking transpose on both sides. So, when you take transpose on both sides, this means A dash A as it is, and here transpose is equal to I dash, and I transpose means I, and this transpose means A dash dash by the properties of transpose of a matrix. Okay. And this means A dash is orthogonal because A dash dash is equal to I. So, this means A dash is orthogonal. Now, again second, A inverse is also orthogonal. Since A is orthogonal, by definition A dash A is equal to I. Now, taking inverse on both sides, we obtain A dash A inverse is equal to I inverse. Clear? And this means A inverse A dash inverse is equal to I, and this means A inverse dash is equal to I, and this result shows that A inverse is orthogonal. Clear? So, we know A dash inverse is A inverse dash. Use this property. Okay? We know this result A dash inverse is equal to A inverse dash. So, this means A inverse is orthogonal. So, this one is the first result related with orthogonal matrix. Now, second, if A and B are orthogonal matrices, then prove that AB is also orthogonal. If A and B are orthogonal matrices, then prove that AB is also orthogonal. Now, let A and B are both n road square matrices. Okay. Therefore, AB is also n road square matrix. And since determinant AB is equal to determinant A, determinant B, and since determinant A is not equal to 0, why determinant A is not equal to 0? Because A is orthogonal matrix. Orthogonal matrix. Okay. So, determinant A is not equal to 0. Similarly, determinant B is not equal to 0. So, when this one is not equal to 0, this one is not equal to 0, this means AB determinant is not equal to 0. And when AB determinant is not equal to 0, this means AB is non-singular matrix. Clear? Now, we have to show that AB is also orthogonal. Let us suppose that AB dash is equal to AB. Okay. So, AB dash is equal to B dash A dash. Clear? B dash A dash. And therefore, AB dash into AB, multiply this, okay, AB is equal to B dash AB as it is, and B dash A B as it is, but A dash A is equal to I. Clear? So, B dash IB, but B dash B is equal to I. Okay. So, we get AB dash AB is equal to I. When AB dash AB is equal to I, this means that AB is also orthogonal. Okay. This completes the proof of this result number 2. Now, one more result. If A is orthogonal, then show that determinant A is equal to plus minus 1. This one is important. Okay. If A is orthogonal, then show that determinant A is equal to plus minus 1. Now, since A is orthogonal, then by definition A dash A or A dash is equal to I. Okay. Now, taking determinant, we know this determinant AB is equal to determinant A into determinant B. Clear? So, determinant A dash, determinant A dash is equal to determinant I, because A dash is equal to I. If you take determinant on both sides, you will get this result. Now, this means determinant A dot determinant A dash is equal to I. Okay. Determinant I is equal to I. This means determinant A into determinant A is equal to 1, because A dash determinant is equal to A. Clear? A dash determinant is equal to determinant A. So, A dash is equal to 1. So, this means determinant A square is equal to 1, and this means determinant A is equal to plus minus 1. This completes the proof. Okay. So, in this way solve few problems related with orthogonal matrix. Okay. Now, we have this question, show that the transformation y is equal to 2x1 plus x2 plus x3, y2 is equal to x1 plus x2 plus 2x3, y3 is equal to x1 minus 2x3 is regular. Show that this one is regular. And when this one is regular, then you can find inverse transformation. Okay. So, also write down the inverse transformation. तो यहाँ पर देखिए y1, y2, y3 we have given in terms of x1, x2, x3. Inverse transformation means that you have to write x1, x2, x3 in terms of y1, y2, y3. Reverse form. Okay. So, x1 write down in terms of y1, y2, y3. x2 y1, y2, y3. x3 in terms of y1, y2, y3. That one is the inverse transformation. Okay. And we know this result, if A is equal to y is equal to ax, okay, y is equal to ax, clear, then you can write x is equal to A inverse y. Okay. So, this one is the inverse transformation, y is equal to ax is transformation. Okay. And this is only possible if matrix A is non-singular, means this transformation is regular. Okay. So, let us solve this problem. In matrix notation, the given transformation is given by y is equal to ax, where y is x1, x2, x3, x is x1, x2, x3, y is y1, y2, y3, and A is this coefficient matrix 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2 and 1, 0, minus 2. Clear? Now, calculate determinant A, okay, whether this matrix is regular or not. This determinant of A is matrix A is singular or not. Okay. So, calculate determinant A. So, when you calculate determinant A, we obtain minus 1. This means determinant A is not equal to 0. And when determinant A is not equal to 0, this means A is non-singular, right? And this transformation is known as regular, because non-singular matrix we have regular transformations. Okay. So, the matrix A is non-singular and hence the given transformation is non-singular or regular transformation. So, this one is the method for evaluating this type of transformation, whether this transformation is regular or not. Now, second part is also write down the inverse transformation, and inverse transformation we can evaluate by using x is equal to A inverse y, x is equal to A inverse y, and calculate A inverse. A inverse is adjoint A over determinant A, and determinant A we have evaluated minus 1, and write adjoint A and solve, we get A inverse. Clear? So, we have given now A inverse, we know y, we know x. Okay. So, this means that x is equal to A inverse y means x is equal to x1, x2, x3, and A inverse is this term and y is y1, y2, y3. And from this matrix notation, you can write the simultaneous equations of y1, y2, y3 in terms of x1, x2, x3, or here x1, x2, x3 in terms of y1, y2, y3. Okay. That one is the inverse transformation. So, here x1 is equal to 2y1 minus 2y2 minus y3, x2 is equal to minus 4y1 plus 5y2 plus 3y3, x3 is equal to y1 minus y2 minus y3. So, that one is the inverse transformations, which is the inverse transformation. Okay. One more question, is the matrix is orthogonal? If no, can it be converted into orthogonal matrix? This question is important. Okay. और orthogonal show करने के लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपको A dash is equal to I बनाना पड़ेगा. Clear? If A dash is equal to I, this means A is orthogonal matrix. So, since we know that the matrix is said to be orthogonal if A dash is equal to I. So, here A is given, A dash means transpose of A, and then multiply A dash, and you will get this result. you will get this result. But this is not equal to I, this is not equal to unit matrix. क्लियर? तो अब बताइए कि इसको ऑर्थोगोनल बनाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज दिस मैट्रिक्स इज नॉट ऑर्थोगोनल, राइट? तो ऑर्थोगोनल बनाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? इट कैन बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू ऑर्थोगोनल मैट्रिक्स. इट मींस फर्स्ट रो इज डिवाइडेड बाय 2 square plus minus 3 square plus 1 square under root, means under root 14. Similarly, second row is divided by under root 26 and third row is divided by under root 91. तो ये जितनी भी रोज है इनको आपने इसके साथ डिवाइड करना है, ताकि जब आप ट्रांसपोज लो और मल्टीप्लाई करो तो ये 1 1 1 आ जाए. 14 26 91, 14 26 91 अंडर रूट. तो डिनोमिनेटर में क्या आ जाएगा? under root 14 into under root 14 means 14. So 14 14 cancel, you will get 1. So it can be converted into orthogonal matrix provided divide this first row by under root 14, second row of A by under root 26 and third row of A by under root 91. Only then we can produce this AA dash is equal to unit matrix. Okay. तो इस टाइप की भी कोई अगर प्रॉब्लम्स होगी उसको भी सॉल्व करके देखिएगा, ठीक है. नो लास्ट प्रॉब्लम इज इंपॉर्टेंट. इफ जीटा इज इक्वल टू एक्स कॉस अल्फा माइनस वाई साइन अल्फा, नीटा इज इक्वल टू एक्स साइन अल्फा प्लस वाई कॉस अल्फा, राइट द मैट्रिक्स ए ऑफ द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन. वेरी सिंपल. मैट्रिक्स ए इज कोएफिशिएंट मैट्रिक्स, राइट, एंड प्रूव दैट ए इनवर्स इज इक्वल टू ए डैश. ओके, ए इनवर्स इज इक्वल टू ए डैश. This means A dash is equal to I. This means this one is orthogonal matrix. Clear? And hence write the inverse transformation. Obviously, when we have a orthogonal transformation, orthogonal matrix, then orthogonal transformation, then we can find the inverse transformations. Okay. So let the transformation matrix of the equation. Okay. So write the matrix A of the transformation. Means transformation matrix of the equations. This is A. Then write A. A is this cos alpha minus this sin alpha, this, and sin alpha, this, and cos alpha, this. So this A is matrix of transformation which transforms the given matrix to another matrix. Clear? So A is cos alpha minus sin alpha, cos alpha. Thus the given transformation can be written as y is equal to ax. Clear? y is equal to ax. तो देखिए ये जो मैट्रिक्स A है, A को जब मैं A के साथ, x को मैं जब A के साथ मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूं तो मैट्रिक्स बन रहा है आपका y. This means this A is transformation matrix which transforms x into y. Clear? Which transforms this x into y. Clear? So A is the transformation matrix. So where what is y? Y is zeta neta and A is this matrix, A is this matrix and x is x and y. Clear? Now calculate determinant A here. Determinant A is equal to 1. Here is equal to 1. Means not equal to 0. This means that A is not singular. And when A is not singular, this means we can find the inverse. And A inverse is equal to A dash. Calculate A inverse. So given transformation A is non-singular and hence the transformation is non-singular or regular. Now in this case, how can we find the inverse? The inverse transformation, we need also inverse transformation. Inverse transformation is given by x is equal to A inverse y. We need A inverse. So first calculate A inverse. Okay. So A inverse is adjoint A over determinant A. Adjoint A over determinant A. And determinant A we know plus 1. And adjoint A is cos alpha sin alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha. You can evaluate simply. Okay. So A inverse is equal to this. So A inverse is equal to this. Now the inverse transformation xy is equal to cos alpha sin alpha minus sin alpha cos alpha. Write this matrix as it is and zeta neta. Clear? This one is the inverse transformation. And when you calculate A inverse, you will get this matrix and this matrix is nothing but A dash. Clear? So A inverse is equal to A dash. This means A dash is equal to I. This means A is orthogonal matrix. Okay. And when A is orthogonal matrix, then you can write inverse transformation. and that inverse transformation can be written as x is equal to A inverse y. So, x is xy and y is zeta and neta. So, A inverse is this matrix. Okay. So, write in terms of equations. So, x is equal to zeta cos alpha plus neta sin alpha, x is equal to zeta cos alpha plus neta sin alpha, and y is equal to zeta minus sin alpha plus neta cos alpha. Okay. So, these are the inverse transformation of the given transformation. Clear? One more question, last question. Determine ABC so that A is orthogonal. This question is very simple. Okay. This question is very simple. Determine ABC so that A is orthogonal, where we have given A. Okay. So, A is this, and for orthogonal matrix we have AAT. T means transpose. You can write AA dash or AAT. Clear? So, AAT is equal to I. So, calculate AAT. AAT means AA dash. Calculate AA dash. So, A matrix is as it is and transpose is this. Now, multiply this, we get this matrix, and this matrix is I. Clear? If this one is orthogonal. Clear? And question is, what is the value of A, B and C so that the matrix A is orthogonal? A is given. So, AA dash is equal to I, and this is only possible if this matrix becomes unit matrix. Okay. So, check this one, same, this one and this one, same, this one and this one, and these two results basically they are equal. Okay. But here minus time this plus time this. So, solving this equation and this equation, this term 0, and this equation, this 0 means same result 0. Okay. This result 0 means this same result 0. Okay. So, solve these two equations. These are non-diagonal elements. And when you solve this one, you will get C is equal to plus minus 2b under root, and substitute this value here, you will get A is equal to plus minus under root 3b. Now, from diagonal elements means this same and this, these are diagonal elements, two equations. So, 4b square plus c square is equal to 1, substitute the value of c is under root 2b. So, we obtain this 4b square plus 2b square is equal to 1, and this result imply. So, finally, calculate here b is equal to 6b square is equal to 1 means b is equal to plus minus 1 over under root 6. Substitute the value of b here, you will get A. Substitute the value of b here, you will get C. So, A is plus minus 1 over under root, b is plus minus 1 over under root 6, c is plus minus 1 over under root 3. So, these are the values. When you substitute here, you will get A is orthogonal. This means when you calculate AA dash, you will get I. So, this one is the method for evaluating these type of values. Okay. Thank you very much. And next time we will discuss a very important topic. Okay. What is characteristic matrix? What is characteristic polynomial? What is characteristic equation? What is characteristic values, which is usually known as eigenvalues, then eigenvectors. Okay. So, next topic is very important. Thank you very much.